Hello and welcome back to GT Retro World. Well, today I thought we'd go through this brochure that I posted yesterday. There seems to be a lot of disinformation going around about this radio at the moment. So I thought, right, I'll get on with this morning and go through the brochure as thoroughly as I can. Obviously, this is a YAESU brochure. It was sent to me yesterday. But anyway, let's go through this and iron a few things out. As you can see there, guys, we have HF enthusiasm. Well, there's a lot of enthusiasm about this radio at the moment, isn't there? That's for sure. So it's the FTX-1 series, and they're calling it a series because there's two radios. So that's easy enough to work out. We have the FTX-1 Field and the FTX-1 Optima. So as you can see, the FTX-1 Field is a 10 watt version. The FTX-1 Optima is a 10 watt field operation and 100 watt base station. Obviously, the head unit can be removed. You can go up the top of a hill, like I've explained in the previous video, with your battery pack and get 5 watts out of it. Or is it 6? I think it might be 6 actually. And obviously, you can run 10 watts if you use an external power supply, like a little battery pack or something like that. Now, this is another bit of misinformation. Well, maybe it's not. I'm not too sure. Now, look at this radio. I was told that this head unit had to be attached to this Optima for it to function and work, okay? Now, if you read down here, the image is showing the FTX-1 Optima using a third-party stand for field head, stand not included. Now, this to me here looks like this is going to be like a camera type of style mount. If that's on a stand, that's running remotely, in my opinion. Yeah, okay, guys. Now, again, I might be wrong, but I'm 99% certain that will be able to be used remotely, i.e. for, say, mobile use, so you could have the head on your dashboard and run a cable down under your seat to this Optima unit, you know. I mean, let's be honest, it's showing you that there on a stand, yeah? It's not fixed to that Optima radio, so again, I'm 99% certain this is going to be portable, mobile, and base station radio, if that's what you want it to be. It's plain there. This is the YAESU brochure, okay, guys? So that's another thing we'll clear up there. And it looks very nice, actually, doesn't it? A nice stand, that. So let's move down. We'll go through a few of the specs. This is all this about this Magnus memory auto grouping. John Crook was on about that yesterday in that video he did, which was quite helpful. Quick memory bank. Again, I haven't really looked into that. Primary memory grouping, again, I haven't really looked into that, but you can have a read of this if you want there, guys. It's plain to read. Right, let's have a look at the versions. So we got the FTX-1 Field, which is obviously 10 watt. Yes, 6 watt with a supplied battery, 10 watt with external DC power supply for field operation. And included with this radio is the field head, the SBR 52 Li Leon battery, which is with this, yeah, and also the SSM 75E hand microphone, so that's your field radio. We're going to the Optima, expanding the fun with 100 watts RF power, very nice. So included with this is obviously the field head, the SBR 52 Leon battery, the RF power amplifier, and the SSM 75E hand microphone. So basically, you're getting the SP1 with that radio, okay? Right, let's have a look at this block diagram here. This is showing you the front end of this radio. And if you watched John Crook's video yesterday, he explained about this radio having the same front end as basically, I think it was the FD-DX10 and the 101. So it's going to be pretty good, isn't it? That's for sure. So you're going to be getting a great radio here in a very small, compact rig, aren't you? It's going to be great. You can go through that if you want. I'm not going to go through all this yet. I'm going to go through that maybe when I get one. So anyway, let's move down. Equipped with a 3D SS 3-dimensional spectrum scope. Okay. High resolution 4.3 TFT colour touch panel display, as you can see there, guys. And you've got 3 modes with that as well. Let me zoom in here a little bit for you. There we go. Look at that. I mean, dear me. It's almost like a 101, isn't it? Yeah. So that is great, isn't it? So you've got a dual band display. Again, like I was saying a second ago. I mean, that, to me, it's like having a 101 in a small compact package. Or you can have the dual band display, which is here. It's like you're up and down. Okay. And you've got your single band display, which is a bit like your DX10 or your FT710. Okay, very nice. Yeah, clever that, isn't it? Various function support. comfortable operation. True dual band operation including C4FM simultaneously receive, Super DX expands communication range, whatever that means. Excuse me. Memory channel scope, function, dial, useful to change and recall settings. That's on all the YAESU radios at the moment. Preset mode suitable for FT8 operation. No idea what that is. It's probably just straight in. Compatible with YAESU, APRS, data communication. If you look down here, that isn't available until, have a look. There we go. YAESU will be available from August 2025. Okay. QRP mode to set output power to 5 watts and below. Okay. Whether you've got the Optima in, I don't know. I can't see why not. Whether it's a button just to flick straight, get you straight there, I don't know. No idea. We'll get to that maybe later when we have one to hand. VFO mode indicator presents the current operation status at a glance. Very similar to the 710, I gather. Micro SD card slot. Again, it's a small radio. Small SD cards is no difference really, is there? Versatile array of functions for CW operation. C4FM digital technologies, outstanding audio quality, AMS, etc. Convenient functions for FM mode, whatever them are, I don't know. I don't know what is more convenient than FM. Anyway, let's have a look at these accessories. I'll tell you what I'm going to do first before we get into this. I'm going to go straight to the SPA-1. So it's 100 watts HF, 144 to 430 megahertz is 50 watts. And that's your RF power amplifier, okay? And it's an option for the FTX-1 field, or it is supplied with the FTX-1 Optima. Right, read this below here. HF stroke 50 megahertz automatic antenna tuner. There's an ATU in the back of this radio, or the Optima, whatever you want to call it. Whether you go for it as an optional extra on the field version, it does have an ATU. Well, put it this way, YAESU are stating that clearly. Also, which a lot of people are not really mentioning, the speaker. It's got a speaker on the back of here. If you watch John Crook's video yesterday, there's a speaker just on the top of here, on the left-hand side. A 2.5 watt high quality and powerful speaker, okay? And also, HF 50 megahertz, 2 antenna terminals are equipped. Right, I noticed there was 3 antenna terminals on the back of the image that FCC were given. So I'm presuming we have one for 2 meters 70 centimeters and 2 for HF and 50 megahertz. So I'm thinking 3 sockets on the back of that radio from what I've seen anyway. And that to me is amazing, isn't it? I mean, I've got a DX10 there. It's got 1 HF socket on the back. That is it. 1. I mean, why couldn't I put 2 on that? It's ridiculous. So you're getting, I presume, 2 HF sockets on the back of that radio. Whether the other one's just for 50 is beyond, I don't think so. And if it is, it's probably switchable anyway. So that is that. We've set that in stone. It has a ATU in that radio. Yeah, can you read that there, guys? Automatic antenna tuner. So that's that done. So, like I say, I'll go over this one more time. SPA-1 is 100 watts, HF 50, 144 to 430 megahertz is 50 watts. It has an ATU in it for HF and 50, okay? There's a 2.5 watt high quality speaker in there. And obviously you've got 2 antenna terminals for HF and 50. And I presume 1 for 2 and 70. That means 3, which, come on, that's amazing if that's the case. Right, let's have a look at the rest of these accessories. Right, this is the battery pack here that is included. That shows you on the back of the radio. I'll just zoom in there a little bit for you guys. Right, so the SBR 52Li battery, which is supplied with a field and the Optima. Maybe you want a second one, I don't know. But anyway, it's another accessory. And that it shows you there clearly fixed to the back. Here we have the FC80, which is the automatic antenna tuner for HF and 50. And it's 10 watt only. As you can see there, guys, that's the tuner. And that's it fixed to the back. If you look on here, this is what I was saying. I think there's only going to be 2 jumpers to run the Optima. Obviously, probably a PL25 now or thereabouts. I'm not too sure what these are, but I think, no, not the BNC, to be honest. They are BNC, aren't they? I can see there. So they're BNC. I think there must be BNC to BNC. Again, we'll see shortly. And obviously, probably that'll be a mini DIN, I think. But we'll soon find out anyway. It will be mini DIN anyway, I'm sure of it. So that's your antenna tuner. We have the cooling fan here. Again, this is probably more useful to you FT8 guys if you run it for a while. So that's pretty neat. This probably the most attractive thing in my opinion. What I'll probably go for with the Optima is the protection guard, the SPG-1. I think it's about 40 UK pounds, but don't quote me on that. I gather that just fits over the top of it, and you've got these two little thumb screws, which will probably go. I'm not too sure, but I'll tell you one thing I did notice here. Now this is going back to the mount for external mounting this thing. Now if you zoom in here, yeah, look at this. See this hole here? This radio, I'm telling you now, is going to have, I think it's going to be almost like just a standard camera mount. So you'll be able to put that on a tripod or fix it to your dashboard. That's what I'm thinking anyway. That's what I'm hoping anyway, you know, guys. So yeah, that looks interesting. Like I say, these two, they'll probably fit either side to hold that on. I'm not too sure if that's hard plastic or soft plastic or rubber. So again, we'll get to that later. Spare microphone, the SSM75V, which comes with it. The usual headphones that are an option with every radio, aren't they? The FGP S5 GPS unit, which could be handy if you're into that type of thing, I suppose. Bluetooth, which would be quite nice. That's a long wire kit there. Oh, let's go back up here. The FC90 automatic antenna tuner. The FC40, which has been around a while. Again, it's showing your radio accessories down here, which is almost every YAESU radio. The MHG1 carry handle. It's same for the SPA1 only, but I think that is the same handle I actually opted for on the DX10. I'll have to check on that. But that'll probably be a nice little touch. The ATAS 25, which is basically the manual version of the one I've got. Obviously, it's compatible with the ATAS 120A, which again, that was doing the rounds, more misinformation. It's compatible with the ATAS 120A, no problem at all. You'll just select that in the menus and away you go. That's the antenna base kit there for the 120A. Do you know what? I've been tempted to try one of these, to be honest. I don't know why, but I just fancy trying one. I don't know what your thoughts are, guys. But anyway, here we have microphones. Again, these are just what's going around at the moment. The M1, M100, M90. The M90 with the boom kit and whatnot. I have the M90. To be honest, I'm terrible. I like using the hand mic still. And the M70 there, guys. The specifications, I mean, you can zoom in this yourself. I won't go through this until I've actually got the radio in hand. There's no point, because there's no point in going over it twice. But as you can see, I'll go through a few of the little bits, like what differs, like voltages here between the head unit at run at 10.8 volts off the battery and 13.8 volts external DC jack to give you your 10 watts. Okay. Power consumption, obviously these are going to differ. Fields 2.5 amps, 10 watts 3 amps, and the Optimas will draw 21 amps. That's at 100 watts. Obviously the dimensions here, you can see here, guys. We've got this in inches. The Optima's 8.4 by 3.5 by 9.4. Okay, again, it's small, isn't it? It's a little gem. I mean, this thing, if you can mount this on your dashboard, base station, portable, it's going to be like a new Magic 857, isn't it? Can I say that? I think, yeah, I think I'm putting my neck on the line and say that's going to be like a bit like an 857, sorry, or even the 897 actually, I suppose, in its own way. But yeah, like I said, the power output here, we've been through those a minute ago. Weight, obviously, it's going to be heavy, the Optima. We've got 1.25 for the head unit and 3.9 kg for the Optima. Again, it's not that heavy really, is it? I think it's lighter than the 710, isn't it? Well, it is lighter than the 710, I'm sure of it. These specs here, again, we'll go through those when we've got the radio. But all I wanted to do today, guys, was clear this misinformation that's kicking around. You can see that there. It's plain as day, automatic antenna tuner in the SPA1. Again, guys, there's nothing much else to say, really. We're looking forward to grabbing one, aren't we, to be honest? Hopefully, this brochure, everything in here is true, which I'm fairly certain is. YAESU wouldn't put this out there if it wasn't. Anyway, hopefully this has been of some use. So if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll try and answer as best I can. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this radio. I think it's the one that would suit my needs down to a T for what I do. Like I say, people think I operate a lot, but I don't. I'm not a big radio operator. Whereas if with this radio, portable, mobile, base, there's more excuse to use the bloody thing, you know. So I think, yeah, it's a bit of a game changer for me, this, guys. So you'll see one in the shack fairly shortly. Anyway, guys, any questions, like I say, leave in the comments. A thumbs up for the channel wouldn't go amiss, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.